Good afternoon, everyone. In today's video, we're continuing to watch a massive severe weather outbreak to unfold across a lot of the central US. We did have a sort of severe weather outbreak that did happen yesterday there. We did have a moderate risk for severe thunderstorms that we were expecting, possibly a tornado outbreak. Thankfully, an outbreak of tornadoes did not happen, but we did have multiple damaging tornadoes across Oklahoma yesterday. Now, today we do have a slight risk for severe thunderstorms in two different areas. So, again, another risk for severe weather today. As you can see, we have, again, those yellow risks areas with a slight risk for severe thunderstorms in the Ohio Valley today, as well as a little bit of southwestern Texas. We'll also see some possible storms are producing some large hail and damaging wind gusts. Also, tornadoes could be possible today in the Ohio Valley, so make sure you do stay weather aware. What's currently going on in the USA right now, and as you can see, we don't have much going on in the western half, but on the eastern half today, like I said, we do have severe weather potential over here, and we do in fact have that tornado watch here. That's going to be in effect until 9 p.m. Eastern. Again, that's going to be for southeast Indiana, northern Kentucky, central and southern Ohio, southwest Pennsylvania, and also northern West Virginia will be in a tornado watch until 9 p.m. A couple tornadoes possible, scattered damaging wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour likely, and also scattered large hail events to 1.5 inches in diameter possible. So mainly tornadoes within that tornado watch, but also hail and damaging winds will be possible this afternoon. Let's see this pan out here with the future radar, and as you can see, this is 2 p.m. right now. We are seeing scattered storms across Indiana, Ohio, also a severe thunderstorm warning in effect southeast of Columbus, Ohio. That's going to continue throughout this afternoon as we get more widespread coverage of thunderstorms there in Kentucky, Indiana, and Ohio, and that'll be going throughout this evening as you see more widespread thunderstorms there in Pennsylvania around 8 p.m. or so, and then that'll be heading throughout also more of the mid-Atlantic as we get more damaging wind gusts and possibly some small hail with some storms by 9 p.m. And then that should be heading throughout as a line of storms there in Pennsylvania, and then should be weakening fully by 2 a.m. But then more storms may develop throughout the morning hours of tomorrow throughout the mid-Atlantic. Now let's look at tomorrow's severe thunderstorm outlook. This is going to be a more significant threat as we do have an enhanced risk for severe thunderstorms here across portions of Oklahoma and Texas, and that's going to be in the orange area. So tomorrow definitely will be more significant than today, much more significant tornado risk, as we do have a 10% risk for tornadoes on the tornado risk scale, including enhanced risk. A hatched risk means significant, which is EF2 to EF5 tornadoes possible. So you really need to be weather aware once again across Oklahoma, Texas tomorrow, as well as the brown area. That's where you could also see some tornadoes, a few tornadoes possible in the 5% chance region. Once you get to the 2% chance for tornadoes, that's when it kind of goes downhill and you don't see much of a tornado risk, but some storms usually can produce tornadoes in the 2% risk. We also do have a significant hail risk tomorrow, including again a 30% chance here for significant hail. 2-inch plus in diameters will be possible in some storms. Now here's tomorrow's wind outlook. We do there's not going to be a big threat for winds, but definitely over 60 to 70 mile per hour winds within some storms could be possible. We also have another huge threat for severe thunderstorms here across that orange risk. That's including Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi, a lot of Arkansas there in Tennessee, Missouri, and Oklahoma. That's where you can also see another level 3 out of 5 on the severe weather scale. Another significant risk for severe weather here. It's going to be in the yellow and orange, and even the dark green. You could see some isolated severe storms there, where you also see here where you can see the probabilistic outlook, where we do kind of combine the tornado risk, wind risk, and hail risk, as we don't know a lot about those different risks just yet. But tomorrow we will have a lot more details on Thursday's outlook here. But definitely there will be a significant chance once again for all hazards there for Thursday. Maybe a little bit less of a risk than tomorrow's risk, but we will have to wait and see. Now look at this as well. We also have more risks here for Sunday. We have a large 15% chance region for possibly some severe weather there on Sunday across the central United States, and then we have another threat for severe weather in practically the same area here for Monday. We're going to have to watch the early week threats here as we get past these current severe weather events. Let's go ahead and look at the future radar here for Wednesday. This is going to be 3 a.m. So here's Wednesday's outlook overlaid on here. And you're also going to see radar, future radar on top of that. And now let's move forward here. We're going to see some storms firing up already in Texas by 5 a.m. on Wednesday. And those are going to be going throughout the Amarillo area of Texas, the Panhandle. Then those go throughout Oklahoma, where more storms develop by 10 a.m. here. Again, mainly those storms are going to be capable of producing damaging wind gusts and also maybe some small hail. But then you head throughout the afternoon. We head throughout 3 p.m. here. And you are definitely seeing a lot of storms firing up here near Amarillo, over here near Dallas, maybe some storms as well. In the northwest of Oklahoma City, even in Kansas and Colorado, more storms, a lot of storms. Very widespread event here for Wednesday. As you can see, a very messy event it looks like, but some of these could be discrete supercells producing possibly some strong tornadoes. Around 6 p.m. or so. So it's going to be going throughout the whole evening here and even into the overnight hours, where you do see a lot of those storms there by 1 a.m. or so entering the Fort Smith area. And then more storms, a lot clustered storms there south of Oklahoma City. Extremely stormy night there for the Oklahoma and Arkansas areas. Then those into the Memphis area by 7 a.m. of Thursday. And that's when this loop stops. And when you get another storm moving in for Arkansas there by 7 a.m. So overall, a very stormy Wednesday and Thursday for Oklahoma, Texas, and Arkansas. I mean, these are very widespread storms here. And some of these, like I said, could be very discrete at first. And those may be producing strong tornadoes in the enhanced risk there, where we do have that significant chance for tornadoes. We're really going to have to watch that as it goes throughout Wednesday and Thursday. Now, according to the NAM 3km model, looks like we do have a couple of cells that are discrete, may produce strong tornadoes, but overall, looks like a linear storm once again, according to the NAM 3km model. Overall, the HRRR model has been very accurate the last month or two with the severe setups. So I'm going with the HRRR model, but we're also going to have to watch the NAM 3km model on these types of situations, types of storm modes. And that will lead into Thursday's threat for that enhanced risk here in Arkansas and Texas and Louisiana. But we're going to have to watch Thursday. I'm not totally sure if more storms are going to develop throughout the afternoon hours of Thursday, or just going to be leftover storms. So we're just going to have to watch that and kind of nowcast on those days. Now let's take a look at what this moisture content, so dew points, is going to do with this setup here. So let's go ahead and move forward to Wednesday. And as you can see, we have a lot of moisture lifting north there in Oklahoma and Texas. But for Wednesdays, when these storms start to fire off here, and they're going to have to fire off in the southern portions, because as you can see, we are likely seeing upwards of 70 degrees Fahrenheit of dew points. So some very valid moisture content here that's going to be lifting northward. But look at this. It only lifts north over here by Oklahoma City. That's where we do see a lot less moisture content in northern Oklahoma. That's going to be really interesting here for the storms, because once they enter northern Oklahoma, as these supercells even cross the Interstate 40 right here, these storms may not last long as they go into Tulsa and Ponca City, if they even go up there before the cold front does start to push them eastward. It's going to be a really interesting setup here for Wednesday. We're really going to have to watch here. And I do think for the main tornado potential, the Storm Prediction Center is really doing a good job with this. However, I don't think it's actually going to go this northward again, because of these dew points. They're not lifting that northward again. And then you have that cold front here going in and then pushing a lot of those storms eastward there by the overnight hours. So it's, again, got to be a really interesting setup, and I do think this is going to be in a very small favorable area here for strong tornadoes. But again, I think tornadoes could be possible to some storms, especially embedded tornadoes within the line of storms going into Oklahoma and Arkansas. However, with those supercells, I think they are gonna have to produce tornadoes down here near Wichita Falls, in the areas like northwest of Dallas. Again, like I said, we have a lot of those supercell composites over here. We are seeing a very big amount of supercell composites here, so upwards of 30 30 on the scale. So definitely some big supercell composites. And like I said, because the dew points are really stopping by Oklahoma City, they're mainly staying down here northwest of Dallas. So that is definitely going to be an interesting setup to see if any storms actually form over here, since the dew points really just kind of pause once they reach Norman, Oklahoma City, in that type of area. I'm gonna have more updates on this severe weather outbreak. In the meantime, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new and turn on post notifications so you won't miss a single upload or live stream on this massive severe weather outbreak once again happening, possibly Wednesday and Thursday, and then we're gonna have to watch early week once again. So also share this video with any friends or family who may want these types of daily weather forecasts. I try to bring the latest updates so we can get you guys updated. So as always, stay safe.